am Darshan, working in Arrise solution as an animation manager for last 8 years. And I have been in iGaming industry for more than 13 years. So like my career started not as an animator, as an educator. So I started my journey as trainer and then switched to 3D animation, means like 3D modeling and so on. Then again I came to education again, then 3D animation, and finally I got a recommendation from my friend for a gaming company called Ingenuity Gaming. I was desperate for a job change that time and very skeptical, like should I join a gaming company because I was in like in education. So, but this chance really paid off well, and here I am for last 13 years. Animation starts much before we get the raw concept, like whenever we get a game document. So I tell you like the how we work or any gaming company works. Like first of all, we get a game document, or you can say very raw game concept from the game designer himself or herself. Then once we get the game document, and then creative director does some brainstorm, get some references, and create a proper game sheet, game document. After that, like we have a group discussion with art team and animation team, like how the final art should be, what will be like symbols and base game and etc. Once the brainstorm is done, then art team creates the art, and once art is approved from all the stakeholders, then we do another session with all the animators and art team, like how we are going to animate it. Let's say it's a Asian theme, then there must be some fireworks, and theme will be around very red in tone, red, golden, firecrackers, dragons. And if we have like some Nordic theme, then it will be like gods of thunders like Thor. So it will be to entirely different animation. So we just do a brainstorm session and tell the art team like how we need your art files to be ready for animation. Along with this, we play lots of games from not only our company or different companies for reference. Inspiration is like everywhere, from watching Hollywood movies, VFX movies, to some of the good web series and AAA games, plus playing iGaming games like from our company, from the some of the top game companies. Like inspiration is everywhere. It's on you how you can like make it possible. Yeah. Challenge is like to optimize the game. Like you have a lot of things to show in your game, be it art or animation or FX, but everything boils down to the optimization. Since in earlier times, all the games were designed to be installed in land-based casinos where you have a ample of hardware. You don't have any restriction. But nowadays, every game is designed for mobile first. And earlier smartphones has very limited RAMs and ROMs. So those like there were restriction on the game size. Since nowadays you can see like 16 GB in any phone is a standard for RAM. So now we have a room for improvement, and this is the latest thing. I think they should address it. Yeah, right now it's a hold and respin feature. Everyone is cloning it. Everyone is using it in their flavor. They are adding a little bit of their personal touch, a few more doing more experiments, but overall it's the same hold and respin feature, which is going on too much right now. Next year, I think it will be a mixture of arcade games. Like few companies are like going back to arcade games and crash games. Crash games and arcade games will be a next trend for me. Yeah, like when I talk about the games, it's not just about art or not only animation. It's entire. whole game. So like earlier, artists used to search Google, Pinterest for the reference. Now AI helps us. Like if I have to create a hybrid of let's say science fiction plus mythology. So the particular theme I am looking for might not be available on Google Images anywhere. So AI is helping me to create a hybrid just for a reference, so that I have a starting point. Once I have a starting point, then I can paint as per my style, my flavor, my requirement, and so on. So it's helping for referencing, but it can't create the whole game right now. 3D animation will come back. Like if you see, there used to be a few companies which were doing like excellent 3D work, like NetEnt Gaming, and then we have recent player PG Soft. They did fabulous job for 3D animation, but again, like I told you, due to optimization restrictions, they have to move from 3D animation to After Effects, then After Effects from to spine animation. Now most of the animations are done in spine 2D. But since the live mobiles are getting more powerful and more bigger specifications with inbuilt graphics and higher RAM, so I think 3D animation will come back. They should have their why they want to join iGaming. If they love games, since to be very honest, slot games are not very much interesting. If you play the games, after a few clicks, you won't find it interesting. When this game will appeal you, when you play with real money, when you have excitement of getting some awards or fear of losing your real money, hard-earned money, then you will get that excitement. Otherwise, these games are quite boring. So, like AAA gamings, people play the first-person shooter or exploration game, so they have some interest. Those games are skill-based game. You learn something and do you advance. But in iGaming, all games are like game of chance. They are you cannot learn those games. You can excel in those games. Those are all games are RNG, random number generated. So if you have your why, like my why was a desperation to change, but somehow it clicked very well with me and I stick with it. So if you are only just an artist, let's say you are a 2D artist, you paint well, or you are an animator, you animate very well, or you are a mathematician, you want to explore new RTP or different things, you can join. But don't limit yourself to only one department or one skill or one genre. You must be open to everything. Like if you see my journey, it started as an educator, then 3D modeler, then a journalist, then animator again, then trainer. Now I have like played multiple roles. I can't say I am expert in one thing, but I know the whole pipeline, how the iGaming pipeline works, how it starts from the scratch, from concept, and how it is delivered, and what are the pain points. So you should have your why, and you should be open to learn anything which is not your forte. Actually, I i was waiting for like someone to create a community for iGaming. In fact, I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel to educate people on like what are the common jargons for this industry, how this thing works. But again, I'm too occupied in my work, so I could not spare some time. But I'm happy like someone took initiative and started this communicate